Welcome to Serendipity Style, where every week I'll show you some of the finest luxury handbags, fashions, shoes, and accessories from my designer consignment boutique, Serendipity, located in Glades Plaza at 2200 Glades Road in Boca Raton. So let's get on with the show. Hi, I'm Lisa from Serendipity Style, and I'm here with Dawn, one of the producers.
Welcome, Lisa. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here with Serendipity Style. I think I just moved from show to show.
Yes.
So I am one of the executive producers on Serendipity Style, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to 1470 WWNN. We are having big news coming up. Next week, we will be able to share on Periscope, so we'll be able to go on Twitter. We're also going FM. We're going to be 95.3. And anyone who's watching the show right now will find us on AMP2 TV Productions. We're going to live stream. We're working on getting it onto the Serendipity consignment page. Mm-hmm. We are also, you can hear us on 1470 AM. You can also use your iHeartRadio app on 1470 AM. So Lisa is everywhere, and she is growing bigger and bigger as we move to Periscope and more social media. And you're going to learn all about Serendipity and how it came to be and the amazing clothes and bags. This was one of my latest purchases, and I can't wait. You have a bag that you're going to show later in the hour that actually goes beautifully with this little orange, I don't know, what's this called? What's this little pattern?
It's a Missoni.
Missoni. Okay, it's a Missoni, but the orange in the Missoni is a beautiful little bag, the Versace, that just might have to, you know.
We'll share that later.
I must say that I love what I do. But it does get quite expensive. But one of the perks is I get to meet amazing people like Lisa. And we have another guest coming on in the second half hour, a very special customer for Lisa and Serendipity Consignment. So I want you all to sit back, enjoy, give us a call. Any questions, you want to be part of the conversation as we share the bags, give us a call, 1-888-565-1470. And Lisa will go over some things with you. You'll be able to get in touch with her, ask questions. She is definitely the go-to person, and consignment is just another name for not even gently use some of the things you have because they come with tags. Yeah. I was looking at a skirt the other day. Remember that little blue navy leather little thing?
Yes.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. That had a tag on it.
You know what? Today, or actually last night, a woman dropped off, a very, very good consignor of mine, dropped off a whole rolling rack of beautiful clothes, but they were all covered. Last night, I was there till 2 a.m. I uncovered them, and I was squealing. And I'm not kidding.
A rolling rack, ladies. An entire rack.
Actually, there was a suitcase as well. And I really was squealing.
Okay, what size? Anything with
mine, and maybe the guest who's here.
What sizes do you run at the store?
Well, we have a lot of twos, two extra small, too large, but large is a 12.
Because I also do a show here called Two Broads from Boca, and my co-host said, "Oh, I bet they don't have my size. I'm an 8." And I said, "Of course 8. They have your size.
We have many 8.
I said, "You'll have to come in."
Yeah.
So give us some background on how Serendipity came to be. I know you've been in Boca Raton for about 20 years.
And more. I've been in Boca Raton for about 25 years. I moved down here with my children. And I've always been in retail. I grew up in retail. My family, my grandparents, but actually my great-grandmother opened up her own store selling corsets and lingerie, and that's very unusual back in I don't even know when it was.
I want a corset.
Yeah.
Isn't that they push you up and suck you in and tie you in really
stockings,
well?
Or stockings.
With the garters?
Yes. Yep.
Let's bring that back in style.
I'll be happy to.
How amazing would that be?
Why don't we do a show on, well, you know what?
Let's do that.
And you put the garter on, and I'll put the corset on, because I think that's a better combo.
So I can wear the stockings and the garter.
Yes.
And you wear the corset.
Yes.
Or we have a beautiful model come in with everything, and we can share it. I mean, talk about...
You know what? We'll do that.
Throwback. But throwback to style is amazing. Yeah. And it's elegance. And what your store represents is the elegance of the clothing, of the handbags, and what women aspire to be.
It's just bringing it up. It's wonderful. And the fact that you're not going into a store like a regular retail store, and they have 5 of the same, like 2, 4, 6, 8. Everything. It's kind of boring.
It's really hard.
It's very eclectic in the store.
You know,
which
it's
I
very
love.
hard. And your store is very eclectic and so unique. And
Yeah.
even for me, when I look at these beautiful colors in your racks, even I get overwhelmed. So when I went in the other day, we went to shoot video. I said, "What do you think of this? And what do you think of this?" And she said, "Yes, no, yes, no.
Well,
try
this was
it."
a yes. This
was
a
an
yes.
absolute yes.
And that's my favorite neckline.
It's an amazing neckline.
Yeah.
I think it's very flattering,
It's flattering to almost everyone.
right? And it's elegant. It's not too tight, but
No,
yet
it's perfect.
chic.
Colors are fabulous,
I've
and I
been
love
in
your
it all
lipstick.
day. Thank you. I've been in it all day. 2 radio shows, TV, a video shoot at an orthopedic center office, and we just keep going, and it's so comfortable. But Lisa's so honest, is what's so nice. I said, "How about this and these shoes and this little skirt?" And she said, "Start with the dress." So when you go in, it's not as if she says, "Yes, buy everything in
No,
the store because I want to
that's-
make the sale." You are so completely transparent and honest and loving.
Thank you.
Yes, do this. Wait for this for the next time.
And I really am like that, because sometimes people will come in and I know, well, there's a lot of stories I can share, but I know
You could
that
write a book. That's coming next.
That is next. I started it already. But I definitely am honest. Yesterday, a woman came out and I said, "Take it off." It looked like she was wearing a bag. It was very bad. But I'd rather, you know what happened years ago? A woman, when I first started, there was a customer who came out of the dressing room. And I said, "Oh, that looks great on you." She said, "You say that all the time. Every time I'm in here, you say everything looks great. How can it look great?" And I thought about that. And I said, "You know what? Yeah." And it wasn't, I did think they looked great, but it's true. So now I look and I study, or I'll know right away and I'll say, "Take it off." But I'll have to be careful too, because if my customer likes it and I say, "Ugh," then I'm in trouble.
And you can tell by your customer's face.
Oh, I'm a reader. I'm a very good facial reader. I really have learned
and
to
body
read.
language
Yes.
is so important.
Yes.
When I was in the other day, you had a customer, she was trying on this amazing fur zip-up vest.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my gosh. It felt, I'm going to say like butter, because I can't even tell you what it was made. I have no idea what it was.
It felt like chinchilla, actually.
And it felt so good. And she was going to a cold climate and would have been perfect. And Lisa looked at her, and to me, it looked amazing. And Lisa said, "Take it off. You don't like it? Take it off."
Yeah.
Where it could have been a sale, because you could have gone either way. But what I love so much is your honesty, and your client appreciated it.
Yeah.
And she said, "You know what? Right."
She
And
said,
I know
"You
the
know
dress
me."
under. She goes, "You know me."
Yeah.
So that's what makes one of the things that makes your store so special is you know your clients. Yeah. And you know what they like, what they don't like, what they're going to be happy with. So they continue to come back.
Sure.
Because they trust you.
Yeah. And if they're getting carried away, I really mean it, because I think about how I would feel and what I would do. And I would never want someone to buy more than they're really comfortable with. I'd rather say, and I have said this many times, "You know what? Wait." Because if you're not comfortable, you're not happy, when in doubt, don't do it.
And the worst thing, I think, is when you go shopping, and whether you're doing retail therapy or whatever your buying mood is at that moment, when you go home and you go, "I look fat."
Yeah.
Or this doesn't fit right, it puckers funny, or why did I buy 10 things? And then it's that wallet biopsy, wherever you are, and then you've got the regret.
Well, that's
And
not good.
you make sure that doesn't happen.
It's very
So
important
you keep
to
your
me.
customers happy, and they trust you. And you're such a kind, giving person, and that is why I think you've been in our area, in the Boca area. It's not an easy area to sustain a business for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
So that is a credit to you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
What do you think your top business tip is?
Honesty.
Keeping the course.
Yeah, it really, I'm telling you, because I do believe, as my customer today, my very good customer today, she knows I'll say, "Wait, if you're not sure, if it's not the color or whatever it might be," because if they want to buy, they want 3 different bags, let's say, but they
I
really
love that.
can't. And I've had people buy 3. I had them buy 5. Last week, or maybe a couple of weeks ago, there was a woman who also frequents the store, and she comes in and she only buys handbags. She picked out, I think there were 7 handbags.
Amazing,
And they were
right?
sitting on my counter, and it looked like she said, "I think I'm getting this. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm buying too many bags." I said, "Wait a minute. because, first of all, they were all fabulous. She didn't have to buy 7 of them, but I didn't want her to put back the wrong one.
Right.
So I took all the bags over to a table, and I spread them out on the table so it didn't look so crowded on my little countertop. And she left one behind.
She bought 6.
Yeah, and then she came back the other day and bought 2 more. So
You know, that's what they say. When in doubt, don't buy it. But when you go home and if you need it and you
'Cause I
miss
knew
it
she
and you feel you have to have it,
well, yes.
give Lisa a call.
Yeah. And I do at 561-338-0656.
That's the number for the store. And where are you located?
I'm in Glades Plaza off of Glades Road.
Right next to Bruzy.
Yes,
So
right
easy
next
to
to
find,
Bruzy's.
right in Bruzy.
Abe and Louie's.
Abe and Louie's. There's
Starbucks.
a juice place there.
Juice Plus. Do you take Juice Plus?
Raw juice,
Raw,
isn't it?
It's raw juice, yeah.
There's raw juice in there.
Yeah.
Next to a cleaner. So easy to find and so convenient. And everyone that works with you, your staff, they have their cleanliness and their kindness and, make sure the racks are set up appropriately. And what can we do to help you in your shoes? Oh my gosh.
You love my shoes.
I love your shoes.
I know you do.
And your shoes are so pristine. When I went in your back room, the first time I went, I have to share with you, my husband came over and I said, "Oh, honey, look, I've got all these shoes." And we went in your back room and I said to him, "You have no idea what these names mean." He says, "What do you mean?" I said, "Jimmy Choo and Louboutin and Versace and Chanel." And he went, "What does that mean?" I said, "It means it's time for you to go home."
Right, that's right. And he did.
It's time for you to
He
go
did
home,
leave.
and I'm going to stay here for a little longer with
Yeah.
Lisa. And not only did I stay, my daughter came,
Yeah.
and she continued to shop.
Yeah.
So you make everyone feel so comfortable.
Well, that's what it's all about for me. Comfort, ease, and I don't like to push anyone. People know that. I'm not a pusher. And sometimes the customers think, "Oh, there, she's going to push me."
You
and
don't.
I'll say, "I'm the messenger. I'm the messenger. I'm just giving you the information. Whether you buy it or not, that's up to you. I'm not pushy. I'm just telling you what I can do for you for whatever it is."
And you make people feel like this is their home.
Yeah.
They're welcome. A lot of places, they don't even have a restroom for you to use. And I know this sounds like such a small thing to even say, but it's the little things that matter.
Yeah.
Your restroom is there. It's beautiful. It's clean. Your store smells welcoming.
Yeah. Thank you.
Some of you, if you have a man out there, you're listening, you're thinking, what, is she crazy? But as women, these are things that you walk into a store and you feel like you're home. It smells like home.
Yeah.
The restroom, the cleanliness, the staff.
That's
you.
all. That was my
want a
vision
drink.
21 years ago.
First time I walked in, your husband said, "Would you like some wine? Would you like some water, champagne?"
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just so welcoming. And you can bring your partner or your husband, and they can sit in your...
Yeah.
There's a bug. You can sit on the chair and just relax and enjoy the shopping experience.
Or I'll say, "Sit down and enjoy the show."
There you
Because
go.
They'll sit down and it's quite interesting.
It is.
Yeah, it's quite interesting.
Who would you say is your ideal client?
Well, that's a hard. My ideal client is someone who is open. I just have a lot of wonderful people that shop in the store, so it's hard. Just someone who's open, warm, and friendly, who is willing to, I also don't follow people around, and I don't crowd them. So I don't know what it is I'm trying to say.
Your
but-
ideal client
Thank you. You'll answer
your
the
ideal
question.
client to me is anyone.
Yeah,
Anyone that enjoys fashion at a good price.
that's true.
In a million years, did I ever think I would own a Missoni?
Mm-hmm.
Only if it was available maybe at Target when they have the Missoni line there.
Right.
Never.
Yeah.
But you made it so comfortable, and I went, "Lisa, can we do something with the price?" And every time I'm there, you say, "Yeah, this is what we can do."
Yeah.
And where else can you go in and you look at the price tag, which is even better than it would be retail? You don't even know if it's ever been worn. And then Lisa says, yeah, this is what we can do. And then you go home and you feel like, as you said to me the first time we met, queen for a day.
Yeah, queen for a day. And I also, one of my other expressions is I am not black and white. I'm in the gray.
You're in the gray.
So I like to be in the gray because I'm not stuck on any one particular thing. I'm not stuck on color coding. I'm not stuck, I don't follow the same course as a lot of other consignment stores.
And the way you've merchandised it, the colors, the layout, It's easy to maneuver to get around the sizes, the pants, the clothes,
That's
the
important.
designers.
That's important because if I walk into a store and it's crowded and cramped and I can't move anything and I walk out.
It becomes
I
overwhelming.
can't take that. For me, I'm not believe it or not, I'm not a big shopper.
Yeah, me neither. I know.
I don't really enjoy it.
And I know everyone listening is laughing that
Right.
you and I just said we're not big shoppers.
It's really true. Because usually when I walk into a store, I would say, okay, because the person usually knows what they have in the store. And they hopefully will look at me and they'll know what I like. They're not going to show me something that is totally opposite of what I'm comfortable and what I'm wearing. So, and I'll say, you know what, here I am, and can you please just find some goodies because I know you know your stock and what's around, and that's what I.
And
like.
that's another advantage
Personal
to Serendipity
service.
is you've got the personal service,
Yep.
and you know when someone walks in that this will look great. I walked in, I looked at this really cute, another little cute little.
You have
like-
a lot of cute little.
Like a suede, that raspberry suede skirt.
Yeah, that was.
And I said, okay, I'm going to buy this skirt. What do I put with it? And within seconds, this shirt and this shirt and this bag and these
and
these
the
shoes
the little boots, the
and little
shoe boot.
boots or this
Yeah.
bag. You can put this bag or this bag, and you merchandise the whole thing for me and said, all right, this is what you can do. Which people who are limited on time can go in and get an outfit. People who want to go and enjoy the process can go in and enjoy the process. I may be limited on time putting an outfit together, but I can spend hours in your store and put many outfits together. And you can mix and match.
I love playing.
And-
I'm a play.
And
I
it's
love to play in
amazing.
my store.
You have an eye for style. That's just incredible.
Yeah.
Speaking of eye for style, tell us what you're doing next Thursday with Becky and Boca.
Ooh, that's going to be fun. We are going to be at. I always say Clive Owens.
Daniels.
I always say Clive Owens.
Isn't that
Clive
like a lunch
Daniels from 6 to 8. And Becky and I are going to be live right there at Clive.
At Clive Daniels,
Yep.
which is located on Glades Road.
Yeah, it's right on the corner, I believe, of Glades
Second?
and Second, which is Boca Raton Boulevard. And it is a gorgeous, gorgeous furniture store.
It's a beautiful furniture showroom, and Becky and
It's
Boca
so nice.
is hosting a live event
Yeah. with various doctors. And there is Dr. Pittman from Tampa. He is actually going to be injecting.
You know these little
the veins.
age lines in your hands?
Yeah.
Once we get our faces taken care of, and we get
You know
the
how old you
glittering
are
out of
by-
our hair.
Yeah, and you know he's injecting veins.
He's
and
injecting,
he is
right?
amazing. He's excellent.
So he's going to be doing a live vein injection.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
believe David Rosenberg Diamonds will be there with the woman who's having her hands injected. So now
Ooh,
she can
that
show
would
the
be-
diamonds on her beautiful hands. You'll be there live streaming your
Yeah.
show for Serendipity Style.
Yes.
Becky and Boke will be live streaming her show. I think there'll be hundreds and hundreds of women.
Yes, it will be, and there'll be
Live music,
Yeah.
a cocktail party.
Yeah, and charity event. There's just
So many
I
giveaways.
don't miss it. That's all I'm
You
going
do
to
not,
say.
and if you want information and you want to come, go to the Becky and Boca Facebook page.
probably
It's
how you-
cocktail attire, and let her know you want to come. It is open to the public, but it is by RSVP, so we have a head count for cocktails
Mm-hmm.
and food being passed. I know there's live music. I know there's a photographer. I
And
know
the
Ivy
magazine,
Lee's.
the magazine, there'll be
Spotlight Magazine.
Yeah.
Dylan with Spotlight Magazine will be there. AMP2 TV Productions is going to be live streaming the whole event, so you'll be able to see it on everyone's Facebook page. I'll be there because I'm everywhere.
Right, you
so
are everywhere.
I love hanging with all these women in
Yeah.
Boca. Again, I tell you, it is the best production hosting job anybody could ever ask for.
It's not really a.
It's not a job.
That's what I say. I love what I do. I think I'll be doing it. I really mean another 20 years. I don't. It's such a passion, and when I go to work, I love it. I look forward to it. I love. Who's walking in next? You don't know who's coming in. You don't know if if I haven't seen my wonderful, beautiful customer, and she'll walk in. I'm excited.
It's family.
Yeah, and people I haven't seen. Then there's the summer. They don't see them. It is like family. That's
It's
exactly
family.
right.
So when we come in, sometimes the best time to do work with Lisa is when the store is closed, which is not very often. So we'll go in and she says, wait, give me 5 minutes. But wait, this very special customer just came in. I need to spend some time with
Yeah.
her, and that's another 30 minutes. You ready, Lisa? No, but wait. This very special customer just came in, and I need to work with them,
No,
too.
I know, and that was
And
so bad. That
it wasn't bad. This is your
Right.
baby. This
Yeah.
is your love.
And Dawn came in. She actually was there on a Saturday, so that was like.
But don't be sorry. This is your love, and this is why you are so successful. Is because everyone that walks in that door is your family.
Yeah.
And it's an extension of
great.
you.
Yeah.
And it's by you extending and making them feel welcome and feeling like they're home. And as you say, you're their messenger.
Yeah.
And when people come in, and that's the book I think you have to write next, is the stories. Names, ladies and gentlemen, will be changed to protect those in the book. However,
Absolutely.
your stories have stories.
Yeah.
And retail therapy, you know, we joke in this town, but you really are their therapist. I think people come to you for true retail therapy.
Yeah. Many times I'll say,
Right?
wait a minute. Last night was one of them.
There you go.
I was there last night with another couple, and I felt like I said, okay, let's talk about this now. And then there was another couple who, his girlfriend wanted to buy a Birkin, and she was trying to push him and tell him, and she wanted me to explain to her boyfriend all about the Birkin and how much money it will bring her in years to come.
It's an investment.
And then he said, I knew he wasn't understanding any of it. He said, how long do you think we've been together? And I said, 10 years? How about 7 days? They just met.
Oh, they're going to tell me like 10 days. There you go.
Yeah. And I said, okay. I said, here we go. I'm putting the Birkin back. And you know what? I wanted to say a few more things, but I said, I'll see you later, because I realized he's not.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I love my stories.
Your stories have stories.
They have. Francine, who is the manager, will say, you can't make these stories up. You
but
can't
these
make it
are
up.
people. These are their lives. And everyone, I go back over and over again on every interview I do. Everyone comes to where they are to see you for a reason.
Yes, that's
You've
true.
empowered them to come forward and say, you know what, I want that Birkin, or I'm going to buy that Missoni, or you know what, I can afford that little Chanel bag that I couldn't afford in the store. And maybe that's their biggest gift to themselves.
Yeah. Or many times, I can sense something. They want to tell me what they can or cannot spend, and that's what I want to hear. My thing is honest. Just tell me. Be
That's
honest
nice.
with me, because I don't care if it's $1.99. I'd rather have you tell me what you're comfortable with, and then we'll look for it.
You know, so that's really good to know. So don't ever be embarrassed on what is comfortable and affordable for you.
Yeah.
Go see Lisa and talk to Lisa. And Lisa is there every day.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, every day, all day. And say, you know what? I love this. This is really not my price point. Can we find something within this? And there
And
is
don't
no
be afraid.
judgment, which
No
was
judgment.
another
No
thing I love
judgment.
so much about you is you have very, very high-end labels, but very affordable prices.
And flexible.
And you make it work.
I always tell people when they come in, because I can't always keep up with the price, with the markdowns, with what it's supposed to be or not. So I'll always say, just shop. Sometimes I'll say, just shop, bring it to the counter, and we'll go over the prices. Don't look at the prices. And if you see a handbag you like, don't look at the prices, because maybe that one should have been marked down last week. So just always know that's when you do come in.
And always ask. And that's the old adage I always tell my kids. It never hurts to ask.
Nope.
What's the worst that happened? 1, it's beyond your price point. 2, you say no.
Yeah.
Or 3, you get a big yes.
Yeah.
And you go, you know what? I
And a
can do
shock.
this for
The
me.
shock,
And a shock.
too.
Like, I got this.
Yeah.
It's very empowering.
Yeah.
Where can everyone find your store again?
I am in Glades Plaza. It's 561-338-0656, and it's right next to Bruzy's, also near Starbucks, Relax the Back, Cleaners next to me, and 2 steps away from the steakhouse.
Ibn Louis, right across the street.
Louis.
Everything is right there. It's so convenient. There are times that we're meeting you, and then we stop for lunch someplace else, and then we come back over to you.
Oh, and I just have to say something.
Yeah.
If you can't find a parking spot in the front,
big
go
news.
to the back.
Okay.
There's a whole parking lot back there.
That's
or
big news.
come in, and I mean this. Come in, double park. Lisa, I can't find a parking spot. That's all you have to do is tell me, and I'll direct you, or I'll drive it right around.
And that's why you're going to drive. She's going to get in the car and drive it around for you.
I will do anything. I'm that type. I was on the floor a few weeks ago. A woman bought a pair of jeans. They were, I don't know what they were, $20 or $25. And I pinned them. I was on the floor pinning them.
With your walking boot, I'm sure.
With my walking boot.
I mean, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So I really was. I
know.
will pin those pants, and I don't care. And I saw the girls were chuckling. I said, what are you laughing at? Because,
You walk the walk and you talk the talk.
I
There is
do.
nothing in your store that you don't do. And there are people, and I was going to say this for when you go to the mall, and they clock in and they clock out.
Yeah.
There's really no one's taking responsibility for what it is. Some people in the higher end stores maybe, but in your day-to-day stores, you're on your own.
yeah. And
You walk your walk, you talk your talk. You walk it in a walking boot even. I mean, you'll
That's
see
right.
Lisa
I
in
will
pain
be. That's
in a
right. I'm in
boot.
pain, and I'm in pain.
And
at
she
the end
just
of the
keeps
day.
going and going and going.
I never
but
sit.
You
I
will,
never sit.
You will measure the pants. You will pull the clothes. You will go in the back and get the extra shoe. You will go under in the cabinets and pull the bag.
If you have a bad back and you cannot take your own pants off, I will go into the
Oh, that's a
dressing
whole
room.
nother story.
Yeah, that's another chapter of a
That's a
X-ray.
whole nother book.
Yeah, so I will do whatever the person wants. Well, never mind.
She won't do whatever they want. She'll do whatever she can to help
Yes,
them.
and I'm very. Sometimes it's never mind.
It's not always pretty. You have all different age clientele.
Yes, I do.
But you are always there to help. I think
Yes.
you're like their angel. I really think
Well,
that's part of what you are.
Yeah.
Is you're everyone's angel, and
I
you
like
give
that. Thank you. That's very kind.
and you give back. You give of yourself, of your time. I mean, you were there till 2 a.m.
I was, yeah. And an interesting story. There was a woman that came in the store a couple of days ago, and she was looking for a pair of shoes that she could afford and walk in. And I knew I didn't have anything for her. And I know I have an entire box of beautiful shoes that I can't bring into my store because they're not the labels. They're not the designer shoes. So I said to her, what size are you? We were both the same size. I said, I have shoes for you that I'm not going to wear, and they're really brand new. And she looked at me. She looked at me like I was, how much? And I said, I'm giving them to you. And I called her up, and I keep calling her, and we keep missing each other, but come pick up. There must be at least 20 pairs of shoes.
That's why I say you are an angel. You give to people and you help them, just empower
Makes me feel
them
good,
on
yeah.
whatever level. When we come back from break, we're going to have one of your very special customers,
Yes.
and I want you to talk with Gina about some of your events and parties you do for her friends.
I would love to.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes. Be right back.
As a woman, you know how to accessorize your bodies. Did you realize that your face is the most important accessory that you can carry every day? Dr. Janet Allenby is a board-certified dermatologist that specializes in only aesthetic medicine and helps people put their best face forward. By incorporating the latest cosmetic procedures and the use of state-of-the-art technology, Dr. Allenby provides an incomparable skincare and dermatology experience for Palm Beach County and the surrounding areas. Give Dr. Allenby a call at 561-499-0299 to show off your best accessory, your face, and be the best version of yourself. Give Dr. Allenby's office a call at 561-499-0299 or visit allenbydermatology.com. Times are tough, and right now those in the commercial world know that being heard via advertisements is the name of the game. AmpSquare.tv understands how important advertisement is and is proud to express that it's truly the only plugged-in internet television production company on the market. Amp2.tv live streams all their shows across all the major selling markets in the U.S. and abroad. Call them at 866-224-5422. The AmpSquare.tv library allows productions to be seen over and over again, making commercial platforms more usable. Call 866-224-5422. Toll free 866-224-5422. Amp2.tv, the first and only internet television network that's truly plugged in. 866-224-5422. That's AMP2.TV.
Welcome back to Serendipity Style, the weekly show about all the great things available for you at Serendipity Consignment Boutique in Boca Raton. If you want to be part of the show, call us at 888-565-1470. And now, back to the show. Hi, I'm back with a very, very, very wonderful, beautiful customer of mine, Gina. And she's now living in Boca. And Gina came to me from New Jersey, and she'll tell the story about how we met.
Thank you, Lisa. First of all, thank you so much for inviting me to your show. I am flattered.
My pleasure.
We go back to a quick vacation that I had down here at one of the nice resorts in Boca in 2014. And there in this resort was this lovely magazine. And I'm flipping through and I see this full page ad of consignment of high-end consignment items. So I thought, wow, I would love to go to a store like that and see what that's about. Well, it just so happened, lucky for me, it was a little bit of a rainy day. And I went down to the concierge and I said, get me a cab and take me to this location. So 15 minutes later, pulled up to Serendipity and my mouth dropped.
That was fun. That was a fun day.
I thought, this cannot be a consignment. So I thought, what am I going to do? I have my son with me. I want to see what this is about. In I go, like a kid in the candy store. Everything I pick up looks brand new. I can't believe the prices I'm seeing. And then Lisa keeps saying, just look. Don't worry about the prices. Just look. And my head is spinning. And at the end of the day, I think I left there with some Jimmy Choos and a bag. It was a while ago. Just a few items.
You had a nice little goodie bag.
Brand new. Gorgeous.
You also got a beautiful Van Cleef.
I got a Van Cleef.
Yeah,
that was gorgeous.
Yes.
That was the Happy Van Cleef. Or the Magic. Magic.
Mother of pearl, yeah.
And you walk out of a store, and this is a horrible thing to say, but you feel like you stole something because what you got was so unbelievable for the value. And it is something that holds value when you're looking at these types of prices. It's an investment. But you felt so good about it. So I started texting my friends pictures from the resort. And they were absolutely amazed.
Yeah.
Then I think fast forward a little bit, I went back to New Jersey and I showed my friends, and every once in a while you would text me, or your colleagues at the store would text me some great items that came in. And before you knew it, they were taking multiple pictures, or I'd say I'm looking for a crossbody, or I'm looking for this.
Wish list. It's the bucket list.
Yeah, the bucket.
Which I love.
Soon enough, things would appear on my phone, and gently they would just say, look, here it is if you're interested. Dialogue back and forth. And then a shipment would come to my door a couple of days later. Yeah. So it's like I was here, but the whole experience of going into your store is a completely different story.
Thank you, Tina.
And every year, my friends and I, there's about 6 of us from Alaska, Connecticut, Philadelphia, New York. We meet in Palm Beach for our annual girls trip. And I called Lisa. I said, Lisa, we all want to come to your store. So we jumped in a limousine.
Did I send that limo?
You sent a limo
I
for us.
sent a limo. I'm so proud of
You
myself.
sent a limo for us in Palm Beach.
Yeah,
Now, this is just my second time, I think.
Yes.
So you would have thought we've known each other for years. Yeah. And my friends get in the store, and we had appetizers and
so
cocktails.
Yeah.
It was at like 6:30 at night. Lisa closed the rest of the store for us. And we laughed and shopped, and it's the highlight of our trip. Yeah. And then we did it again last year.
Yeah, when you did it earlier in the morning.
We did.
You wanted
we
to have the day,
earlier,
which is
because we wanted to go to lunch, and you told me where to go to lunch.
Day or night.
Right. You said you wanted to do it earlier, and you made accommodations. The appetite. We laugh and have so much fun. Yeah. So wait, I have to tell you a story, and I never told you this. 3 of the girls in the limo, when we were coming over, I had kind of just getting to know them. They were friends of friends.
Right.
Now, they were silent the whole time over in the limo. They kept thinking, consignment store, this is weird. This is just, I don't buy a consignment. Right. This is weird.
Yeah.
Well, they got to the store. They bought the most. They can't wait to come back. My one girlfriend bought the Cartier.
Yes.
They are laughing. It was so funny because they were silent. They were embarrassed to tell me that, how can you bring us to a consignment store? Well, they never saw anything, and they can't wait to come back. And
aren't they coming in
November? They'll be back November the 11th.
I'll be waiting.
And we are definitely planning a party to come. So, but you are the hardest working person in retail, and you treat everyone like it's your family. And I just,
Thank you. Well, I love it, and I love the people. And you're so wonderful, sweet, and kind, and that means a lot to me as well. It really does. So I appreciate your kindness and your friends, and it's just a lot of fun.
yeah. I mean, now that I live here, I
It's even
can pop
better.
in every once in a while, and sometimes with nothing in mind, or sometimes just to get something that's one or two shirts.
Yeah.
Or sometimes a real nice bag.
Like you just got, yes.
Yes, like I just got.
Yeah.
I mean, and I just bought 2 pairs of shoes the other day. Never worn. Chanel booties.
Oh, yo, those
The
were
suede
beautiful.
Chanel booties.
Yes.
Never worn.
They were,
And then the Prada wedges.
yeah.
Never worn. And the big Gucci hobo
That was
that I had
was
been
that
eyeing
beautiful
up.
creamy.
Cream for never worn.
Yeah.
I mean, it has that store smell fresh. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous. It's
Yeah, you were a happy camper when you left.
I did,
I
and
was
like
very- and
4
that-
sweaters, Eileen Fisher sweater,
Yeah.
a Vince shirt.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. And what I walked out with, with all those items I bought, the bag itself would have been the only thing I could have walked out in, say, in a Neiman Marcus.
Right.
Or
Yeah,
Saks.
that's true. And
That's the only thing I could have walked out in. In turn, it was the bag, the 2 pairs of shoes, including Chanel, and 4 shirts.
Yeah. Bravo. That was good. That was good.
yes.
And we had fun shopping. We had fun doing
It's
it.
always,
Yeah.
It's always
Yeah.
fun, and I see what drives you, and it's the passion of
Yeah.
what you do.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you do it. I
Because I love it, and I'm like, I feel like I'm ever ready. I never sit down. I really mean it. I am
I see it.
You see, I'm all over the place. Mm-hmm. But that's just how I am. I'm here and I'm there and I'm multitasking, and then a couple of times I'll forget. Oh my gosh, she's waiting for me for the last hour, because I'm like, woo. But I just, and I love my people.
What do you think during the years as you built up this business was the most challenging time for you that you can remember?
There aren't too many challenging times. I can't really think of, and I really can't. There's no
it's
no
all
challenge that I
positive.
can't.
It's all
because
positive, and that
I
is
have
great.
had one, and each experience, even if it might not be the most perfect experience, I'm learning something.
Right. We're always learning,
Yeah,
right?
we're constantly learning. So, and growing and learning. And you're not going to, I was shy when I was growing up. I was shy. I would never dream about having my show.
And now you talk to everybody and you're
I'm a talker. I'm a talker.
Maybe we should go through your bags.
Yeah.
I think it's that time.
Today.
Do you want me to get it for you?
Yeah, today. Well, you know what? Here, I'll hand it to you.
Okay.
So the first bag, as I bend over, the first bag, this is my mini bag day. These are my small bags. And I thought I'd bring a collection of various colors,
So
styles,
soft.
and yes.
It is so soft.
This is a black, of course, Bottega. And a pretty little woven bag.
not
with
a mark on it.
No. That's what I pride myself with my handbags. And it has a shorter strap. It's not adjustable, maybe a touch, but it's pristine. It's got matte gold hardware. You'd say is this matte gold, or it's almost
Brass?
a bronzy,
Bronzy, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
And
like
the
a
inside,
bronzy.
the good thing about this bag, or the nice thing rather, is that it's very soft, like butter.
Look at this.
Yeah.
The same,
soft
the
like
card.
Yeah, soft like butter, and because it's soft and mushy, you can put a lot in. You can really
easily.
put a lot in, more than
For an
you
evening
imagine.
bag.
And it's a great little evening bag. Very, very
Love
pretty with the
this.
braided.
And you could go casual too.
Oh yeah, that can go with jeans, and everything goes with jeans.
Right, well,
it's a jean
nowadays,
thing.
everything. Right,
Yeah.
now-
But I like this little woven. It's braided. It's braided little. It's just a pretty little bag, and
Great
yeah.
statement.
And
Love
that, let me tell you, that bag retailed for $13.50, and I can sell that for $5.98. That's $598. Now $5 that happened to me before, $5.98. So it's a really great sale, and you know how
Well,
expensive they are.
It's Bottega.
Yep. And you can call me if you can call me at 561-338-0656 or stop in the boutique in Glades Plaza. And that's off of Glades Road, and it's where Brucey's and Abe and Louie's and Starbucks and or you can call the station right now if you want it, if you don't want to miss it, at 1-888-565-1470.
I know I once saw one of your bags on Facebook,
Yes.
and I called in.
Yep.
And I came right in after it was on Facebook.
Oh, did you get it?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Because many times I have that's more stories. I have many stories about that.
Well,
Almost
by the time they call
a
in,
little
it's gone.
arguing, and I was here first, and you have no idea what I've seen. Anyway, here is another Bottega, and it's a little different.
Nice for the fall.
It's very pretty. Look at
Perfect for the fall.
It's
fall.
it's brown. I'd say it's not. It's like a mocha brown, isn't it?
Mocha, I would say yes,
Yeah.
mocha.
And it has
Two.
black trim, but it's this is almost like a bit. Is that no? It's almost like someone took and
Like those photos where the black around the photo is like, I don't
very
know.
interesting. It's like
It
a little
is.
fade. It's not faded, but it's like someone took a paintbrush and just. That's a great. This is a beautiful bag, and it's an enamel.
It's fun.
Yeah, this is like charcuterie gray black. It's enamel and it has leather on the leather strap. Two
pockets.
compartments, and the braiding is on just the sides, the front and the back, and the sides of the bag are plain. It's all light. It's not heavy.
It's perfect for the
Yeah,
fall.
it is.
Really, really nice.
And that retails for $26.50, and I can do that for $14.98, $1,498, and it retail. You will look at what you're saving, and it's never been used.
Oh, no, it's never been used. Oh, no,
$26.50
nothing.
is the retail price.
And who's this by?
$2,600. That's
This-
Bottega.
This Bottega also.
Yep, and you can call if once again if you want it. I would call the station at 1-888-565-1470.
It will go fast.
Yeah, yes, and we've had that happen.
Gorgeous.
I've been there. And this little beauty, this is a Todd's. I've never been a big fan of Todd's. It's okay. It's more of a New York kind of bag, I guess. But this little bag
Certain
is
individuals
just
are.
a little. It's like a little gem.
So soft.
Yeah, soft also,
I didn't realize that.
the
So
color is
soft.
periwinkle, and it has
You can
cream
crossbody.
sides, crossbody, which is wonderful. Double handles,
Adjust the straps.
gold hardware, a nice zip, and also when it's soft like that, you can really put your phone fits. The large phone fits in
There's
it.
no problem getting
No.
a lot in here.
Yeah, and that's also in mint condition. It's periwinkle.
Two-tone.
Yep, you could. Yeah, the two-tone and the periwinkle. It's a really pretty blue. That would look really pretty. Jeans. Again, jeans. And that bag retails for $14.49, and I can do that for $450. Wow. That's really, you know what?
And this
Is there
is why
something wrong?
I keep going
Yeah.
back to your
Yes.
store.
Yes. That is why. Yeah. That's a great bag.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Of course, you've heard of Reed Krakoff.
Reed.
Reed
Krakoff?
Krakoff.
Okay.
That is, it's not really orange. No, that's not orange at all.
Raspberry?
Yeah, I guess it
Would you
would
say
be.
raspberry?
It is in the berry family.
Okay.
Berry. That's
Wait,
okay.
it's a
Berry
berry.
family. Like it's a berry.
Berry.
And it also has a crossbody. It has a lot of detail, quite a bit of detail. It's more of a structured bag, and obviously it's made very well. It has black stitching, so the black
the
stitching
silver-
pops it out.
Silver accents.
Yeah,
And another fun bag.
yeah. And it had what I like about this. Look at the shoulder strap. It has that piece that sits comfortably on your shoulder, so it's not falling down. First of all, it's crossbody, so it's really it's you don't have that uncomfortable feeling because it's thicker where it falls on your shoulder.
You know, I didn't realize how much I loved small bags.
That's,
After
yes.
carrying years and years of big bags and feeling it,
Yeah.
I'm totally changing my tune.
No, I know.
Multiple small bags
Yeah.
for those days where
Yeah.
you just have to run in and out.
Because who wants
Versus-
to run, with the running around in the malls or wherever you're going and shopping? I don't care what you're doing, and carrying that heavy bag.
These are
Yeah.
beautiful.
That one retails for. That's not bad. It's retail is $796, almost $800, and I can do that for $298,
So $7.96 at retails.
and it's brand
do
new.
it for
$298. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's another one of my little gems. I was excited to bring. I love these little bags. They're so fat. This one is beautiful.
Oh, Dawn. This was Dawn's
with Dawn's
bag.
dress. Let me
With
tell
her
you,
dress.
this is Versace. It's
So this is
real-
amazing.
Yeah,
This is
this
just
is-
absolutely
I think that's my
amazing.
favorite one of the evening.
It is so
Yeah.
fun. I know I've been
Yeah.
saying they're fun, but this is really fun.
Yeah, I know,
really
that
mean
really-
it.
that is fun. That is fun.
It is amazing.
Yeah. And let me tell you,
You know, it's-
1-888-565-1470.
You know, I see bags like this with the European women. They love the orange, let alone it's Versace. Just strolling along when they go overseas to bring
Yeah.
something like this.
That's a great bag.
It is phenomenal.
The detail is wonderful.
And pristine. I just have to say.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my thing.
Pristine.
I don't let a bag out of my office unless it looks perfect.
Oh, I know.
Otherwise, it goes. Doesn't stay in the store.
This is just, this is a conversation piece.
Yeah.
Small conversation piece.
Also, a little larger. It's still a mini. It's still a nano. You can fill that up with all kinds of things. It's
you
soft.
can make a full day of utilizing
Now
this
the
bag without a
price,
problem.
the price of that, believe it or not, was $2,998.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, and I can do
Versace.
that. I can do that for $998. So it's really
That's-
$2,000 off.
Mhm.
Am I right? It's
Yeah.
$2,000 off.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is. It's
That's
I have to-
unbelievable.
yeah, I have to
it's
say it a
unbelievable.
few-
It's hard
a few
to digest.
times.
So
I know.
$2,000 cheaper than if you
Yeah.
bought it in a Versace
Yeah.
store.
Oh, and by the way, on the nanos, on any of these bags, the strap comes off. You just have to unclip
So
it.
you have a cleaner look.
Yeah.
If you
on
needed
all
to.
of them, actually.
Yeah.
So
You just have
it's
a nice
wonderful.
clean-
In case you don't want the strap hanging, or you don't, you want to just go out the way
I
it
don't
is.
know. I really like this one.
I know. I have a
But
feeling.
Dawn, I
think
Dawn really needs to,
first
with
dibs
her
on that one.
outfit,
Yeah.
it just,
Yep.
wow.
Well, you know what? This kind of looks nice with your out. Well, actually, the reed crack off, or
the reed.
this one. This is another little beauty.
Mauve-ish, right? Would you say
This,
mauve?
no, I would think that's more of a. Wait, we were talking about that. It's not mauve.
No,
It's definitely. It's
not
more
mauve.
of
Blush?
a blush,
Deep blush.
deeper blush. You're right.
Right, deep blush,
Deeper
not a mauve.
blush.
I was
no,
wrong.
no, because
my
someone else called it
contacts
mauve.
aren't too good
Look
today.
at this. Look, Gina.
Oh my gosh.
I love this. The other side of the strap is red. Gina, this is. Wait, if you were in front of a mirror now, I think
Then
that
I'd be
you'd
going this
you'd
way,
be a
right?
little- Well, I wanted to tell you know what I brought in, but I don't have it here. If you have a zipper, I don't care where the zipper is. Any zipper that's a little stiff or stuck or not gliding properly, wax paper.
Really?
That's my secret. You rip off a piece of
Wax
wax
paper
paper,
and just-
wax, and then zip, and it's one that I love that. That's my
So
secret.
that's an idea,
Yeah.
bringing in all your tips for maintaining
My
your
wax
bags
paper
and your,
zip.
okay.
One day I'm going to show you how I clean my bags. Maybe
That's important.
it is. That's
That
my
is
little
important.
secret.
That would be great.
But this particular bag retails for $1,200, and $450 is what I can do for that. And it has, look at the gold hardware, and look at the thick piping.
That's like 65% off.
I know. And it's perfect.
They don't. And another thing you should point out: these types of bags do not go on sale in stores.
No, not these, not the
Maybe-
little ones.
I mean, not
Yeah, because they're just pretty little
rarely,
bags.
right?
Yeah. They're not. They're usually
like
gone
this.
before they go on.
True,
Before they
true,
would even
yeah.
put them on.
Yes.
And now we're going to touch on a few Louis right now. Let me just mention, the number here is 1-888-565-1470. So if you're interested, call the station or you can call the boutique at 561-338-0656 and in Glades Plaza. Next to Brucey's. This is a Louis. This is the Vernis. And that's just a graceful. It's a great little bag. The color is, what color is that? It has a little bit of, it's a taupe, but it has a green cast, but that green is not, I don't like the green. All very versatile. And it has a zipper on the top. It has a pocket in the front.
So you know what I was thinking when I was in your store the other day?
Yeah.
I am looking at holiday gifts for some
That's very
of
good.
my friends, but some teenage girls going into their 20s.
Yep.
Holiday gifts.
Gina?
And, this is the time of year, start thinking about
Yep.
this. And with these size bags, they're priced right. And what a statement. I think she would cry
Yeah.
if I gave her something like this.
Yeah. Because they can't always,
Right.
And this bag retailed for, the last retail price was $850, and I can do that for $298.
And this little girl, she's not a little girl, she's driving already, but she's like a daughter to me. She would cry
Oh.
if I give her something like this. I mean, it's pristine. And half the things, you have the bags, the cover,
yeah.
you have the dust bags.
I dressed that baby up.
I mean, so I would tell her because I would
Yeah.
never, and she knows I love your store too.
Yeah.
So she knows I go. But this would be a dream come true for her.
Well, we'll talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Put it on the desk.
Well,
That's
that's
what
what
I
everyone
always
should
say,
be
put it on
thinking
the
about, the
desk. Well, you know what?
holidays,
That's true. That's true. Because
Blink of an eye.
it's almost here, and I didn't
Blink
even
of an
think
eye.
about that. But that's very good because I would start, especially now with these prices, certain price,
Well, that's why you have to come in the store regularly to see
Yes.
if it is what
Yeah.
what you're looking for.
Now, this is very special. This is a silk little Louis, as you can see. It can be a clutch, or you can hold it by
Holiday
the hand.
party.
Holiday party.
New Year's.
It is.
Parties.
It has a gold. It's like a Vernis. Not Vernis. What is it? I'm thinking not Vernis. It's lame. It's sparkly. Whatever
yeah,
it's
like
called.
a lame. Yeah,
But
I
it is
think,
silky, and
Satin.
It's a limited edition. Actually,
my
it's silk.
Yes, it's silk.
Wait till you see this. Look at how limited. That's all leather inside,
Wow.
leather lined, and you're not going. This is I can't even believe this price, but
This
it's
is
okay.
stunning,
Yeah.
stunning. And you can get plenty of things in there.
Yes, and if you tuck in the chain, that you can make it's a clutch. Okay.
And then you just
Yeah, exactly. That retailed for $2,610, and I can do that for $698. It's all leather lined.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it has the
gorgeous.
gold piping. You see how it has the gold piping around
I
it?
have never, at any affair that I've gone to, I've never seen
And it
anything
has
like this.
It has ruching, like pleating. This is a great bag, Gina. That would be a wonderful gift. Really,
Right.
great gift. It's unique,
gorgeous.
and I've never seen one before. Yeah, very,
Definitely.
very
You're
pretty.
not going to go to an event and see yourself in
No.
this.
That's lovely. That's really lovely.
This is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, and it feels so good.
I
and
know,
The gold. And
I
it
know.
just, the way it opens and shuts.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Very pretty, right?
gorgeous.
And then we have this is a wonderful. This is an oldie but goodie.
It's a staple.
Yeah, and this is the gold matte. So the one thing about there's the Vernis, which is shiny, and then there's the gold matte, which of course doesn't show anything. It's just a little less care, and that gold is so versatile. It's just a pretty, pretty, pretty matte gold with the it's like brushed silver, brushed stainless. That's what it looks like.
Nickel.
With a zip top. Zip top. Okay,
Great.
all
So
right.
we're down-
And
what
that
does that go for?
retails for $795, and I can do it for $249.
Oh my goodness. A Louis
Last but-
Vuitton for
last-
$249 in pristine condition.
Look at this little baby. Right. This one is a little Beverly bag, and this retails for $1,020, and I can do this for $698. And it's the monogram strap, and it has a koala. It has a koala closure, and that's
Which
also
is-
like a little pochette, perfect on the inside.
Perfectly clean.
Yeah, but
What a great
once again,
enclosure.
I'm in Glades Plaza, right next to Brucey's, and across from Abe and Louie's and Starbucks. And I'm at 561-338-0656. So I'd love to see you. Come and visit. Gina, I know you will be coming to visit.
We're going to have our party
Yeah.
there in November.
Yeah. And all
We're
you have to
planning
do
it.
is call me. You can call me on 561-338-0656, and we will party
We
it on.
always do.
Yes,
It's the
yes.
best.
Thank you, Gina, so
Thank
much
you,
for
Lisa.
coming.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
It's always
I
a
know.
pleasure.
Thank
Always
you.
a pleasure.
Thank you for watching Serendipity Style. I hope you saw something you liked tonight. Come and see me at Serendipity Boutique in Glades Plaza, 2200 Glades Road, Boca Raton, or call me at 561-338-0656. See you soon.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.